You're out somewhere, maybe at a coffee shop or at your friend's party. Suddenly you notice her. She is standing nearby, laughing at your jokes. And there's that confusing moment that leaves you thinking, wait, is she actually interested or just being friendly? We've all been there before. Either you're feeling uncertain when talking to her or just having trouble reading her mind. Here are 7 signs that show she actually wants you to approach her. Just because a girl smiles at you doesn't necessarily mean she's interested. Think about it. I smile at strangers all the time, whether I'm walking down the street, grabbing a coffee, or just passing someone by. It's a polite, human thing to do. But this is what flips the script. A genuine, interest-driven smile is a whole other level. It's not the quick, polite smile that acknowledges your existence. It's warmer, stays a bit longer, and is often paired with a slight eye contact. As Dan Bacon said, sometimes a woman will smile and dip her chin in a display of submissiveness, or because she's embarrassed about the attraction she is feeling for you. Now, if her smile is combined with other signs like standing close to you or playful body language, it's a strong indicator she's hoping you'll make a move. Body language is powerful, and the more you pay attention, the more you'll recognize these subtle signals. So, watch for that genuine smile. It might just be the first clue she's giving you the green light. Maybe the first time you noticed her, she was all the way across the room, and now she's standing a little closer, like noticeably closer. This isn't random. While not all women will walk up and start a conversation, many will use proximity to create an opportunity for you to approach. Imagine, you're at the bar waiting for a drink, and she ends up standing next to you, even though she already has a drink in her hand. That's not a coincidence. Or maybe her entire group of friends just happens to get closer to where you're hanging out. It's likely she's using them as cover to make her move toward you feel more natural. Once you approach her, pay attention to how her body is positioned. If her body, especially her feet, are turned toward you, she's fully engaged and interested. But if her body stays angled away, even as she talks, it could mean she's just being polite, but not genuinely into the interaction. Women won't always be direct, but they will make it easier for you to take the first step. So, if she's suddenly in your space without a clear reason, take it as your cue to initiate a conversation. When a girl is into you, her body language does a lot of the talking, even if she's not saying a word. If she's hoping you'll approach her, she'll make sure to face her body toward you, whether it's fully or at least partially. It's a way of inviting you into her space without being too obvious. If her back is to you and she's making no effort to turn your way, even when she's aware of your presence, it's probably not your moment. She could just be in her own world, not in the mood to meet anyone, or simply not interested. So, what does openness look like? It's not just about facing you. Her posture will be relaxed, not stiff or guarded, and she may angle her shoulders or feet toward you in subtle ways. So, don't mistake closed-off body language like a turned back or crossed arms for shyness. Wait for her to give those clear signs of openness before making your move. When she's showing you she's open to your energy, that's your green light to start the conversation. Here's a behavior you've definitely seen before. Preening. Preening is when someone subconsciously fixes themselves up, standing straighter, adjusting their clothes, playing with their hair, or even fidgeting with jewelry. It's like their body's natural way of saying, I want to look my best right now. Think back to a time when you were talking to someone you were attracted to. Chances are, you've done this yourself, straightened your shirt, brushed back your hair, or even checked your posture without realizing it. But preening doesn't just happen in conversation. You might notice a girl doing these things even before you've said a word to each other. For example, if she's across the room, smoothing her hair, or adjusting her dress more than once while sneaking glances your way, that's not a coincidence. Now, if you do it once or twice, probably it's just her habit. But if she's repeatedly playing with her hair, fixing her outfit, or standing a little taller, every time she's near you, it's a subtle sign she's interested. Why does this happen? Preening is a mix of nervous energy and a subconscious desire to make a good impression. It's the body's way of preparing for a potential connection. So, next time you're out and notice her adjusting her appearance more than usual while in your vicinity, pay attention. She might just be giving you a clear, non-verbal cue that she's interested in you. How and where someone points their body says a lot about their attention. It's a natural, subconscious indicator of who or what has their focus. For example, if a girl's body is directed toward you, even when she's in a group or talking to someone else, it's a sign that you are holding her interest. But if her body is pointed away and only her head turns toward you, it's a signal that her focus might not fully be on you. Let's break it down with an example. Think of two conversations. In one, a guy sits sideways, his body facing the room instead of the person he's talking to. This means clear disinterest. In another, the person's body is fully aligned with their conversation partner, showing they're engaged and present. It's that alignment and intentionality that matter. Sometimes you'll notice her body language shift during a conversation. Maybe she starts facing a group or a friend, but slowly reorients herself toward you as the interaction goes on. That's a clear cue she's prioritizing her attention on you over everyone else. So, what should you watch for? If she's angled toward you, leans in slightly, or cheats her posture in your direction, it's a non-verbal signal. When in doubt, watch the legs, shoulders, and feet. When someone is drawn to you, they often close the physical gap between you. The most obvious example is when she leans forward while talking to you. But this doesn't always happen during a serious conversation. Sometimes it's much more subtle. For instance, have you ever been joking around with someone, and when they laugh, they lean toward you instead of away? That's not just gravity at work. It could be her subconscious trying to bring you closer into her space. A fun example? Watch for someone leaning toward you even while laughing. Sure, she could have leaned back or stayed neutral, but if she instinctively moves closer to your side, that's a strong sign she's comfortable and drawn to you. So, if you notice her body tilting toward you, especially when paired with other signs of openness, she's signaling interest. Whether it's a conscious effort or not, leaning is a clear sign that wants you to approach her. When a girl is attracted to you, it's likely she's going to look at you. And when you happen to catch her doing it, you'll often see a little smile, followed by her quickly looking away, almost like she's been caught in the act. This happens when someone's checking you out from a distance, and the moment your eyes meet, they realize, oh no, I've been spotted. So they quickly change their gaze, but not before showing a shy smile. It's the moment that signals she was intentionally looking at you. Maybe she's interested, maybe she's just a little nervous, but either way, it's a sign she's feeling something for you. For example, imagine you're walking down the street or in a social setting. You catch her eye from across the room, and just before you can hold the gaze, she looks away with a quick smile. And this is important. While it may seem like a small or even insignificant gesture, it's often a huge indicator of attraction. A shy smile and the quick glance away means she's subconsciously signaling that she was aware of you, and likely hoping you'd notice her too. Have you noticed any of these signs before? Or maybe you've caught someone giving you the eye dart? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn how to make women feel sexually attracted to you, click on the link in the description and check out masterattraction.com.